We're playing Anonymous from the UK. We're going to play a pig defense this time. A favorite of mine for many years. Let's just play it this way. I never liked an early f4 in any kind of opening, actually. I think it's a little bit too risky. There are issues around this diagonal here. We might be able to transpose maybe into a Sicilian or... Okay, let's see if he pushes on e5. Yes, and that's what we want. So now we're going to take first here. Takes this way. So his open is far. So now this is turning into almost like another kind defense, which is characterized by the moves e4, knight f6. If you play c4, we drop back on b6, which is a thematic kind of... Actually, we can still go here, can we? No, we're gonna castle. I was thinking about, because he's gonna play knight c3 now here, which is probably a good move. Who knows? I'm just wondering if bishop here works. Knight g5, knight takes c3, knight takes c6, knight takes here. Gets a bit messy. Alright, h4, so a direct attack. So I don't think he has enough here to attack the king side. And he's now created a weakness on g4 and g3. When we're just threatening knight c3, can we take the bishop takes, knight takes d4, we'll be on to this pawn, he can get d5. One of the advantages in this position is we've actually castled and our king is safe. Let's keep going with the plan. Him actually castling queenside is a long way away. Okay, we'll remove the defender here. He has to take with the pawn. No, he takes with the queen. I would have thought the pawn was better. Now we just do this. Onto the bishop c4, and then we're going to pick up d4. e5 is going to fall. He might get b7. He must drop back to b3 now, because after knight takes here, we're going to be on, or he can go bishop d3, which would be more consistent with his plan of attacking here by pushing f5. I mean h5. I'm just thinking, instead of taking on d4 with the knight and giving him b7, could we actually just take with the queen and then pick up this one? But he might sacrifice e6. I'll take with the queen. He might sacrifice e6, but then I would play queen check rather than... yeah, but pawn takes is massive, because the queen is on, and then f4, then he's going to go on e2, attacking e6. I don't like to weaken this structure here. The combination of the pawn here and the bishop here is actually a little bit annoying, but he's given me b2 here, so he's definitely not going to castle queenside. And of course, if he castles kingside now, he's got all the weaknesses around his king, and he's not and he no longer has the attack that starts with h5, and the rook is dropped. It's a sad situation. Very sad. Yeah, castling kingside in this position, which might objectively be the best move, is a terrible statement of failure. You know, it means all my attack here and all the moves that I made in a very ambitious manner are just no good. They are useless. So this is a position that you would reasonably resign. I don't think there's anything here. If h5 now, we just take. Whatever he does here, we check, and then if he doesn't interpose. But anyway, the coward disconnected.